we're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive and get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, be like when you feel like calling at midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby, I was hoping maybe that you'd cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. We're in transits, going off to different places.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca. Today we're going to be just kind of hanging out. It was a super rainy, gloomy day, and we had no idea that we were going to get a surprise hailstorm, so we were just kind of stuck in the house. We had planned to do honestly nothing this weekend, so we all got dressed in our PJs and we were just kind of bumming it, and then we randomly decided to go to Costco this day. So I was catching up on laundry. We went to Costco, so I'm going to share a super quick grocery haul. And then the next day, we'll actually do our regular grocery shopping. So I'm just going to kind of take you around with me. I had this old footage in my phone and I thought I would share. So if you are just kind of hanging out this weekend like we were a few weekends ago, definitely just take it easy and enjoy the time. Sometimes it's really easy to just get caught up in the to-do list. I always say take it one thing at a time. And then there's some videos where it's like power hour and you're getting as much done as you can. This is definitely a slower video, so I'll include some slow music. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you have a really great start to your weekend. And then tomorrow I'll be back with a really big, deep spring clean.
We're in transits, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wonder, can we trust the stars above to let us know how to go? We only got this life, no guarantees and stars align. Follow your passion trail and try to keep an open mind. Hiding it by myself. No
Anytime it's a rainy day in our house, our go-to meal is pizza. We'll get pizza around like 11:30 or 12, and then we just kind of graze on it through the day, and that's our guilty pleasure. So let me know what your rainy day go-to is. Do you throw a pot of chicken soup on the stove? I'm still trying to get my kids to eat it. So if I make a pot, sometimes I have to freeze half of it. So our go-to has always been pizza ever since my husband and I were dating. It's definitely like the one thing that we get when it's raining. We look at each other and it's like, oh, it's pizza for dinner and lunch sometimes. It was really good. We ran into Costco. We got some refried beans. I hardly ever see those on sale in like large boxes. So I definitely stocked up. I picked up 2 of them. We eat beans probably like 3 nights a week in our house. So I'm running pretty low on our rotating pantry, so anytime I see something at Costco, I definitely try to pick it up. And we picked up pasta sauce, a little bit of fruit for the week, and then the Noosa yogurt. Those are definitely my favorite. I've been loving those, so those will only last us about a week. I'm going to go ahead and wash some of the fruit, and then like I said, just kind of take you around throughout the house with me. Let me know if you're having a little bit of a lazy weekend or if you are just kind of hitting the floor running, as sometimes we have those. And this weekend it was honestly just nice to not really get much done, just like the bare necessities. And if you need that kind of break, take it as a sign and just kind of go with the flow.
Where you been and where you hiding? I know you're lying. Don't you try it, no. You really shouldn't play with fire. Put it out with water, but now you're drowning. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you, but I don't wanna be like should go places. You're telling me that I'm too lazy. You are the one that is going crazy. Yeah. 'Cause you can't even hold your own, but you always know what's wrong with everyone else. How is that? You gonna have to call your friends, tell them that you're gonna be late, 'cause I'ma need you to explain. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you, but I don't wanna be like you. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you, but I don't wanna be like you. 'Cause I could do better. I could do better. I could do better than that. And you should know better. You should know better. You should know better than that. I don't need your help. I don't need your help. You should help yourself. So yeah, I don't need your help. I don't need your help. You should help yourself. There's been a whole lot of crying, whole lot of trying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you. I don't wanna be like you. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you. I don't wanna be like you.
I'd love to know how you meal plan. Do you meal plan specific meals for each day and stick with it, or are you a little bit more flexible like I am, where I know every week we're gonna have the same type of dinner? Like we'll have a noodle night, sometimes we'll have a pizza night if it's a little bit cooler outside, or if we have a sports night, it's a crockpot night. I leave it kind of open-ended, but the dishes will change. So a lot of times I am really great at planning meals, but I don't typically stick to it if I like write it down on Monday and then we'll eat it on Friday. I'm just stocking everything here before we get our regular groceries. A lot of times we will shop at 2 different stores. We typically will go to Costco at least once a month, sometimes twice a month. It depends. Their produce during the summer is way better than the grocery stores that we typically visit, but a lot of times it can add up. It gets a little costly. Everybody knows when you go into Costco, you can walk out with a ton of things that you didn't plan on purchasing. So sometimes we'll cut back on Costco just so that we're not tempted to buy all of the amazing things they offer. And sometimes it is strictly just Costco, and then we'll go to like the grocery store for just meat and a lot of the smaller things that Costco doesn't offer. So let me know down below. I would love to know. honestly like the perfect day to do laundry. You're kind of stuck in the house anyway, so you might as well just get it done. You have nowhere to go. It's not like you can go outside and play or go in the garden, so it kind of forces me to just like hone in on laundry. And then it's great because for the rest of the week, the bedding is done for that part of the week, and then I'm caught up for like 2 days, and then come Wednesday, it's like, okay, laundry day again. So I'm getting better at trying to do a load every day. Sometimes it's one every other day, but when I have days like this where I can get everything done, it definitely saves me some time during the week. I feel like bedding alone, I used to just try to do it with all the laundry, everyday laundry, but sometimes it's just easier to do bedding on one day and then everything else on the next day. And don't forget to wash your like mop pads and cleaning towels. I like to do that, and I throw a ton of vinegar in the bleach compartment. I'm sure I could put it in a drum. I've never done that, but it seems to work just fine. The vinegar will get rid of any odor, and then it also kind of freshens up the washer itself. I'm going to make the boys' beds, and then we'll go into the next day. So I got a new bread machine recently. My husband found this one. It was a random brand. I think it's called Kitchen Arm. I'll try to leave the brand name down below. I absolutely adore it. I was a little bit skeptical because I've never heard of the brand. They have amazing customer service, and I'm like making bread every other day. Between me and my kids and my husband, we'll eat like a whole loaf of bread every day. So it's definitely nice because it's getting warmer, and turning on the oven to make bread every day is just gonna add up. This little container, I bought it for sourdough, like letting it rise, but I kind of gave up on my sourdough for now. It works great for storing fruit, so if you ever see that inside Dollar Tree, definitely pick them up. I'm contemplating picking up a few more for like sliced veggies, especially during this time of year when you keep like carrots and celery and things like that, in hopes that my kids actually will eat it. Otherwise, they'll be cut up in the fridge for juicing. So we're gonna get into the next day. My husband brought me one of these like pre-made coffees while I'm playing Tetris in the fridge. Leftovers are always moving around, so I'm gonna just do another quick grocery haul and then put those groceries away.
It's easy to speak out about the way I live, but it's a 24-karat dream. No supermodel in my dirty jeans, but in my 24 inches heels. I'm not pretending, I'm born like this, a game for the reckless. It's so extreme and I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. They're calling me a mad woman, mad woman, mad woman. Calling me a mad woman, mad woman. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. 'Cause boy, it's none of your business.
Like, these coffees are so good sometimes, and I just like don't want to make one. And if my husband sees them on sale, he'll pick them up. We found Eggo waffles for I think my husband said they were like 2 for $5. My husband does a lot of the grocery shopping, and it's just easier. He's like super quick in and out. When I go grocery shopping, I'm tempted to buy absolutely everything, and then I forget everything I planned for meals. So we picked up Lunchables for the kids, and then we got ground beef, kielbasa for dinner, Canadian bacon for breakfast. My kids love these sausages, so once in a while we'll pick those up. I found this meat. I love using this in the Crockpot, especially for like pull apart sandwiches. I'm going to share a super quick dinner, Mississippi roast. I've done it on my channel forever. You've probably heard of it. If you haven't tried it, oh my goodness, it's amazing. You can use a roast, but oftentimes I'll just pick up whatever's on sale, especially if it's any sort of like beef. If it's the top blade, I think, beef chuck, I forget what it's called. Sometimes you can find meat markdown. They're literally just having to sell it by that day. I'll chuck it in the freezer and then we'll use it that same week. So I picked up a ton of meat, and then the pickles, enchilada sauce, a lot of sauces. We use a lot of sauces, and I like to keep them rotating in the pantry. This is my kids' favorite salsa they'll eat on their tacos. We picked up a muffin mix and cornbread mix, a ton of lettuce, and we ran out of the Lowry's fajita seasoning. I use it as taco seasoning. This grocery haul is a little bit more than we typically would buy for just the week, but we found quite a few things that were on sale. Again, just like Costco. I picked up a ton of butter lettuce, and then I was checking the bags. One of them looked like it was going bad, so I was trying to make sure that we use that one first. Cilantro, tomatoes, apples, all of that good stuff. The fajita seasoning, the arew mix, and then a Hidden Valley Ranch mix for the Mississippi roast. They didn't have the original one, and I definitely would not recommend buying what I bought. Didn't taste the same. It was so good. It wasn't bad, but I got a little bit of produce, not too much. Definitely bruised that apple. Do you guys ever do that? The fruit always rolls off of the counter. My kids love to pick out a piece of produce sometimes at the store, so they picked out orange and red peppers. You guys, I bought 1 can of green beans and I almost died. They were like $3 for 1 can. I was flabbergasted. We found these cake mixes on sale, so I was like, why not? We'll just throw them in the pantry. We got some milk, oranges, and coconut water. If you have not tried coconut water in your iced coffee, it is a game changer. It's so good. This week we were super heavy on bread items, so I'm gonna go ahead and start dinner. It's really quick. I'm putting 2 of these pieces of meat in the crock pot. My oldest and my husband will eat one by themselves, so throw that in the crock pot. Throw an entire packet of the arew gravy mix. If you like a lot of French seasoning, use the whole one. Usually I use about half, and then the pepperoncinis can be a little spicy if you have little ones, so just use a few of them. I like to pour a ton of juice in it because we like it spicy. And then typical rule of thumb with your crock pot is low and slow for like 6 to 8 hours, or put it on high for like 4 to 6. I always do low, especially when I'm cooking beef, so just kind of watch it, but typically it's done around the 5-hour mark, but you want it to be really, really tender, so definitely let it cook longer. I start it typically around like 10:30, and then by dinner time we're usually good as far as it being pull apart ready, and then we'll just put it on hamburger buns, a hoagie roll, you name it. It's so delicious, and honestly it's one of those dinners that everybody is satisfied.
A 24-hour streak, wasting all your thoughts just to criticize, but there are plenty more ways to think. I'm not pretending, I'm more like this, a game for the reckless. It's so extreme and I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. They calling me a mad woman, mad woman, mad woman, calling me a mad woman, mad woman. No, I don't really care, I don't really care, yeah. 'Cause boy, it's none of your business if I'm a mad woman. the feeling. You know I don't have to live inside your frames, boy. It's such a funny way to tell me what you search in life. Well, I'm a mad woman, sorry I don't compromise. Mad woman, mad woman. Keep calling me a mad woman. Boy, it's none of your business if I'm
I don't know where she came from. Kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night at hers and bring her one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Now I really get what the love songs are talking about, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love. There's something about the way she laughs and the way she always dances when she thinks nobody sees. And when she's gone, I miss her so. I tell her, baby, please don't go. I think you should stay with me. And I really get what the love songs are talking about. Oh, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out?
Everybody decided that they actually wanted a cake. It was still pretty early and it was cool in the house. I was like, you know what, let's do it. We threw the cake together and I just decided to try and make the frosting a little bit fluffier. I saw a video where someone was like, hey, you know, you can actually throw it in a bowl and make it fluffier. It didn't really work. I'm not sure. I'm sure I was supposed to do it longer. Nobody had patience. The cake was hot and we were all antsy to eat it, but it turned out really good. It was super moist. If you want to, you can replace the water with milk as well if you're using like a boxed cake. Now we're gonna go shopping. Again, it's just kind of like a lazy weekend, so hang in with me if you're still here. We moved these chairs out here, I want to say about 2 months ago, but I have no place to put my coffee, so my husband was like, let's go find you a little table so you can sit here in the morning. And I was like, let's go to Ross, because everywhere we looked online, you guys, an end table, like a super tiny end table, was like $100. And I was like, no way, that's astronomical. Like, we need to find something under $50. I just can't see paying $100 for such a small piece of furniture. They had the cutest stuff in here. We actually went after a game and it was just like, there was so much. We live in a really small town, so oftentimes our store is just like crammed with stuff and you have to be in there for a long time to be able to see everything. How cute would this be as like a homeschool organizer? I think it's a fruit stand, correct me if I'm wrong, but totally you can use that for different purposes. My husband saw this and I was like, I love it, already sold. He's like, look around and make sure you love it first. And then we found another one, I think you'll see here in a second, and the top was a little bit dinged up, but I was like, this is great. It's white, it's a little bit airy, and I'm trying to bring a little bit more white into our living room. And I'm like, this is great. I can put like all of my, you know, editing stuff in one basket. I can put some homeschool stuff in another basket. You always need storage for homeschool. And then my sons like sitting on all the chairs when we go furniture shopping. So they pointed these out and they thought they were super cute. This is the other table and I loved it, but honestly it was a little bit too wide for in between the chairs and there was no storage. If you have little ones or just anyone in general, if you tell me it comes with storage or no storage, I will always opt for the storage option. This I thought was a really cool item as well. I just didn't have a place for it, so definitely.
You know you've been in love. my t-shirts, so it smells like her perfume. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love.
My husband actually found this really cute mirror. It wasn't quite long enough, but for 15, I think it said 15 or 20, it was so inexpensive. Sometimes I forget about Ross and I'm always so quick to look online. It fit like a glove. It was the perfect width. We didn't measure anything. It was just kind of like girl measuring, where I just was like, well, it comes up to this far on my leg, so it'll fit. It's really cute. It's a little bit brighter. As you can tell, everything is so dark in our house right now. So I just like the little pop of white, and it's the perfect size for me to have like a little area in the morning. So I will actually probably style this in an upcoming summer decorate with me video, but for now, these are just some cuttings from the front yard.
Then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love.
To end the weekend, we actually went outside and had a super big harvest of snap peas. I think this is like our third or fourth harvest. The basket was so full. I was super shocked. This was the biggest harvest we've had, so it was super nice to be able to pick these. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Here's how the dinner turned out. It was absolutely delicious. Every time I make this, I'm like, we're gonna make this once a week, and I think we probably make it like once a month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you spent any time, or if you spent the entire time with me, your time is precious, so thank you. Don't forget to say hello down below. I will see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to give yourself grace today.
I don't know where she came from. It kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night with her, sprinkle one of my t-shirts, so it smells like her perfume. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love.